Despite the politicians' crafted words and spin, our once unwavering trust in the Scottish judicial system and policing is giving way to scepticism, concern and public unrest. Fully devolved to Holyrood, the responsibility for this rests squarely on the shoulders of the Scottish Government. The words of the politicians. And the reality. Recent instances at no less than the Crown Office and Procurator Fiscal Service question the very integrity of those entrusted with upholding the law. They deem under 25s as immature and should not be jailed. Public disbelief grows as actions and consequences seem disconnected. A reputation that undermines the very fabric of a functioning society. Yet the same Scottish Government considers 16-year-olds becoming MSPs at Holyrood. And they continue to press ahead with controversial new bills. But the gap between progressive ideals and public sentiment widens. Genuine concerns are met with labels to stifle debate. But our progressive politicians ignore this, at the expense of the taxpayer. The supposed independence of the Scottish judiciary is under threat. The scales, once considered impartial, now seem to tilt in favour of political interests. And now we turn our attention to the guardians of our safety, Police Scotland. But first, a word from our politicians. The outgoing Chief Constable claims the force is racist and sexist. Yet the Scottish Justice Secretary tells us he leaves the force in great shape with an embedded human rights focus. Police Scotland was born in April 2013, scrapping 8 regional forces into one central organisation. Some say this negatively impacted localised policing for local crime patterns. Rural areas are different from cities, but it seems we now have close to a one-size-fits-all approach. Back in 2019, a report was highly critical of the centralised force. Roll the clock forward and our Justice Secretary is upbeat on record low crime. What do you think? And perhaps the ultimate insult for victims of crime. Only 15 of Scotland's 32 councils bothered to respond to an FOI request. Communities now feel abandoned. The erosion of trust leads to crimes going unreported, distorting the very numbers the government relies upon. Police Scotland announced plans to stop investigating certain crimes due to Scottish Government budget cuts. But they will find time to investigate other areas. These cuts raise alarming predictions. Lives lost due to a lack of police presence. And what are these people doing to support the police? This is your safety and security in their progressive Scotland.